Today on Days of Our Lives, Chad and Stephanie are channeling Pet Sematary for Halloween, while Johnny, Chanel, and Holly are adopting a Scream-like approach. Paulina and Abe are going up against an old enemy, and Nicole, Sloan, and Eric are fighting zombies. Chanel and Johnny cozy up on the couch in the Dimera estate and watch Scream. Holly is glumly sitting at the other end of the couch, munching on a bowl of popcorn. She tells Johnny that she'd love to watch another Scream movie with him and is snarky with Chanel, who despises horror flicks. Chanel has to open the bakery early in the morning, so Johnny walks her out. After Johnny says that fear can unite people, Holly has an epiphany. Paulina extends an unconditional invitation to Abe to spend the night after hearing about the storm outside. Abe insists they take things slow while enjoying a bowl of popcorn while seated on the couch. To inform Paulina that a murderous madman has fled Bayview, Rafe gives her a call. For a while the lights go out. Paulina returns to see Whitley standing over Abe with a rolling pin and him unconscious. When Abe awakens, he says he recalls everything, but he snaps at Paulina, labeling her Whitley. In the living room, Stephanie discovers Chad watching Pet Sematary. When she indicates she wants to talk, he switches it off. They don't belong together, in her opinion, but she does care for him. She intends to resurrect Abigail as evidence of this. One of Gideon's charms, which Steve and Kayla possess, raised his loving wife from the grave, and it can bring Chad back to life. Kayla arrives carrying a potion to cast the spell along with Gideon's diary. Kayla receives Stephanie's discovery of Abigail's wedding ring from Chad's closet. When Eric and Sloan arrive to the hospital, the lights are flickering and he learns that his former parishioner has passed away. After Eric leaves, Sloan runs into a sarcastic Nicole. Around the bend, a terrified Eric yells for them to flee. In an attempt to console Tate, Johnny gives her a real knife and a ghoulish mask outside the mansion, while Holly pretends to stalk her. Holly feels alarmed at seeing someone outside the French doors from within. Johnny says it's nothing more than the storm. While locking the front doors, Holly is attacked by someone wearing a ghoul mask who slices her arm with a knife. Kayla fills a jar with the potion and covers Abigail's ring at Chad and Stephanie's house. As Abigail explains the spell, smoke starts to billow. Steve shows up carrying pages torn from the diary that describe how Gideon's wife became a murderous, rotting corpse. Outside the door, they hear footsteps that are damp. Steve takes Abigail back to the afterlife by drawing a gun. Steve tries to do that, but Chad stops him and grabs the revolver. The lights switch off. Steve is on the floor, lifeless, when they return to action. Setting down the gun, Chad notes that it never went off. Stephanie, frightened, reports seeing Abigail with a decaying face and coated in filth. After snapping Steve's neck, she vanished. Kayla is giving chest compressions while a tearful Chad rushes outside to look for Abigail. Eric shuts himself, Sloan, and Nicole in a hospital room with a cut on his shirt. He tells how his parishioner tried to bite him and came back to life when he was praying for him. On his way back to them, he then noticed at least 5 more zombies. Sloan scoffs and turns to go out the door, but stops as she sees hands scratching at the window. After the zombies depart, Nicole accuses herself of provoking destiny. She acknowledges that she made up a virus months prior in order to obtain a cheek swab from Eric in order to determine his paternity. Eric is grateful for her candor, which leads Sloan to acknowledge Eric as Nicole's baby's father. Eric's knees give way. He finds that one of the zombies had bitten him. When Paulina shows Abe their wedding photo at her house, Whitley's face has been photoshopped into it. All of a sudden, Paulina and Whitley are dressed differently, and the apartment is filled with plush cats. Paulina tries in vain to reach Abe, who tells Rafe to lock up Whitley. After dressing Holly's arm at the Dimera estate, Johnny leaves to look into a noise. When Holly spots Tate dressed as a ghoul, he assures her that he didn't cut her. The second ghoul stabs Tate in the back while Holly frets over who did it. He collapses on the ground. When Johnny comes back, the ghoul stabs him in the abdomen. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, Daily Bulletin News, and stay with us.